being crazy, a lot of them are some things I talk to students about. Maybe not being crazy per se, but a lot of students come to art, come to painting with preconceived notions. Some are right on and some are misinformed. And so I spend a lot of my time kind of doing this activity with students as they're learning about the technical side of paint and representation, if that's their goal. Also, we engage in conversations around what is this thing of painting? What can it be? What has it been? And what can it be for them? And so through some of those conversations, we debunk those misinterpretations or those stereotypes.
That's like a stereotype, but like I'm just like all of a sudden like lightning bolt. I like have inspiration. I just like act on impulse, and it's not like that. And I think like painters are like meticulous. Like they're like very like exact, and like they have something that they want to do, and like I would think it more be like compulsive or obsessive rather than like out there and like crazy.
Successful painters have to make people notice them somehow, and so it often translates into being eccentric and crazy. I might not be, I wouldn't say that I'm insane, but but I'm definitely not normal, I guess. One really strange thing is that I like to kind of I like to watch things rot. Literally, I like to have this is a kiwano. It's a fruit that I've had for 3 months. It used to be plump and firm, and now it's a little squishy, and so it's rotting from the inside. I'm waiting. It's weird, but I'm waiting for it to rot all the way through so that I can see it, and I'm very excited about things like that.
We all have selves that are a little crazy, a little wild, and then we have ourselves that we present to the world. You mentioned kind of a different self when you're painting. We all play roles. I mean, Shakespeare was quoted saying how life's all a stage. There's a role I play as professor when I come in and teach. There's my role as professional artist when I'm in the studio. There's my role as husband. And they all intertwine and mix together. For the majority of art history, artists have been very academic, sometimes methodical in their work and research, not so dissimilar to art historians or scientists that present a thesis and then through a series of research, experiments, painting, sculptures, try to explore and understand how true their ideas are.
I'm interested in things like loneliness in combination with community. I'm interested in the beautiful and the grotesque. I'm interested in ideas of life and death. And, I've found that a lot of people who see my work would not expect that I am the way I am. I'm very expressive, like you said, and I'm very experimental. Sometimes I'll even just ruin a piece with a hammer, or I'll, you know, use fire. I'll use a lot of things that people, judging by my voice, you know, might not. I've been told I have a very little voice, but you know, a big personality in painting.
Not giving up. I think that's a good thing, because when you do struggle with it, it's so easy to be like, I'll just do a different project, or I'll just do something different. But yeah, I think it's the sense of accomplishment afterward. I think a lot of, and like I have this like conversations with people too, it's like, it's just, oh, what do you think of like this part? It's just like, I'm not getting it right. And they're like, what do you mean you're not getting it right? Like, it's fine. But like, you're like, no, it's not how it's supposed to look. And then you redo it and do it again and try different.
It really forced me to keep trying to learn how to learn. And that's something I've taken to anything. I guess what the implication of your question is talent. And you know, whether you're thinking about Malcolm Gladwell and his how many hours you put in to reach talent or reach genius, or it's just a series of sticking with it and learning how to problem solve and sharpening your eyes and working on yourself and consuming a lot of reading depending on what you want to go into. For me, that's been a big part of it.
Like, how long have you spent on like developing your personal styles?
It's never stopping. The honest answer is all my life.